Hello, Pewter people. Scott Reynolds here with another Pewter Pulse. The Bucs just celebrated their 50th season as a franchise in the NFL on Sunday by beating the New York Jets 29-27 and getting a long-awaited win in those throwback 1976 white and orange Bucco Bruce uniforms. Now it's time to do something else that's long-awaited. Get linebacker Hardy Nickerson into the Bucs Ring of Honor. It's a crime that hardware has yet to have his name permanently affixed to the walls of Raymond James Stadium. That El Dragon is not in the Bucs Ring of Honor at this point is actually a little embarrassing. I'm going to make an ironclad case for Hardy Nickerson's induction into the Bucs Ring of Honor in this Pewter Pulse in just a moment. But first, a reminder, hit the thumbs up button on this video. Give it a like. Also, leave a comment. I love reading your comments, and doing those two things helps us with the YouTube algorithm, gets us in front of more awesome Bucs fans like you. Also, make sure you go over to Pewter Report TV, our YouTube channel, hit subscribe. We're on the way to 22,000 subscribers, thanks to you. Okay, I'm going to flex for Hardy Nickerson just the way that he used to flex for you guys on the field, for the Buccaneers as well. After a big hit, a big play, or a big stop on defense, Hardy Nickerson did it all. You know, the Bucs have had a lot of embarrassing moments as a franchise, starting with a dubious start, losing the first 26 games in the NFL as a team. Tampa Bay went 0-14 in their inaugural season in 1976 and then lost the first 12 games of the following season. The Bucs also couldn't come to terms on a contract extension with this franchise quarterback back in the day, Doug Williams, and lost him to the USFL because Hugh Culverhouse was too cheap. And the team also used the number 1 overall draft pick on Heisman Trophy winning running back Bo Jackson after Jackson told the Bucs not to ever draft him. And he never played it down in Tampa Bay and played baseball instead. This franchise also saw 3 former quarterbacks, Doug Williams, Steve Young, and Trent Dilfer, all win Super Bowls with other teams before the Bucs won their first Lombardi. But you know, since the Glazers have taken over as owners 30 years ago in 1995, the Bucs have finally gotten their act together. Since then, this team has won 2 Super Bowls, made 12 playoff appearances, won 8 division titles, and done something that no other franchise has ever done: signing Tom Brady, the GOAT, as a free agent. The Bucs have done a lot of things right over the last 30 years under the Glazers regime, but there is still one thing that is glaringly wrong. Hardy Nickerson has not been inducted into the Bucs Ring of Honor yet. It's long overdue, and it should have happened by now. And it's getting to the point where it's becoming a little embarrassing, and we need to talk about it. The Bucs also made Simeon Rice wait too long for his induction into the Bucs Ring of Honor, which will take place this year as the Bucs take on the Cardinals. But the team is also missing a golden opportunity to induct Hardy Nickerson into the Ring of Honor this year as well. Nickerson was a transformative member of this franchise. He started off playing for the orange and white clad Buccaneers in 1993 as a prized free agent signing from Pittsburgh. Nickerson and Warren Sapp, Derek Brooks, John Lynch, and Rondé Barber helped transform the Buccaneers into the Buccaneers, a red and pewter-clad bunch of pirates who took the league by storm in 1997 with a 10-win season and a playoff victory over Barry Sanders and the Detroit Lions that year. Nickerson posted a franchise record 214 tackles during the 1993 season, his first in Tampa Bay, and that record still stands today. Neither Derek Brooks nor Lavonte David have come close to that tackle total, and that says a lot. Before Brooks and David, Nickerson was the best linebacker in Tampa Bay history, and he made 5 Pro Bowls with 2 first-team All-Pro honors as well as 2 second-team All-Pro team selections as well. Before he left the Bucs in free agency in 2000 at age 35, Nickerson also won the Byron Whizzer White NFL Man of the Year award and also made the NFL's All-Decade team in the 1990s. He later returned to Tampa Bay in 2 stints. First, on the Bucs radio broadcast team with Gene Deckerhoff as the color analyst on radio, and then later as the linebackers coach on Lovie Smith's staff, where he coached Lavonte David early in his career. Now, as a player, Nickerson was the intimidator, the Bucs enforcer, Tampa Bay's hunter on defense who would seek and destroy. Nickerson's Incredible Hulk flexes ignited the crowd and the Bucs sidelines. The 6'2", 230-pound badass could do it all. Hard hits, menacing sacks, drive-killing tackles for loss, game-winning interceptions as the Mike in the middle pole runner in Tampa Bay's Tampa 2 defense under Monty Kiffin. We at Pewter Report had Nickerson ranked as the number 16 Buccaneer of all time, and in reflection, that probably was too low. The Bucs, the team itself, had him even higher on their list at number 12, ranked ahead of Bucs Ring of Honor members Doug Williams, who was number 13, Simeon Rice, who was number 14, and legendary tight end Jimmy Giles, who was number 17. So how is Hardy Nickerson not in the Bucs Ring of Honor as the 12th best player, yet those great players are? You know, he was one of Tony Dungy's favorite players, and Dungy wholeheartedly endorses Nickerson's candidacy into the Bucs Ring of Honor, and he's not the only one. Hall of Famer Rondé Barber had this to say about Nickerson's Ring of Honor candidacy on his last appearance on the Pewter Report podcast. The number one on my list, without a doubt, the next person to go into the Bucs Ring of Honor needs to be Hardy Nickerson. When I got here in 1997, there was a presence. It was like a Darth Vader presence walking around the locker room and on the football field that just commanded respect in the way of doing our job. It was one person, and it was number 56. Rondé continued, the man had a 214 tackle season. Do that math. 214 tackles. That is ridiculous. It all started with Hardy. Hardware was the guy that changed the culture here in Tampa, the way we went about doing our jobs, the manner in which we played the game, the physicality. I also had the chance to recently interview Derek Brooks before the Bucs-Jets game when he was seated next to Hardy Nickerson in a Legends press conference, and I asked him if it was time to get hardware into the Bucs Ring of Honor. Yes, more than yes, Brooks said. Hardy deserves to have his name in the Ring of Honor here in the stadium, and I'll do everything in my power to ensure that everybody knows that. You know, the Bucs are missing a golden opportunity to induct Nickerson into their Ring of Honor during the team's 50th anniversary season. But what's preventing the team from righting a wrong by doing it at halftime of another game this year? A surprise announcement, if you will. Why not do it at the halftime of the Week 15 game against Atlanta, since Nickerson began his career playing in those creamsicles and was the key player who willed this team from being the Buccaneers to becoming the Buccaneers, while shepherding the leadership qualities of legends like Warren Sapp, Derek Brooks, John Lynch, and Rondé Barber in the mid to late 1990s. If it doesn't happen this year, it needs to happen next year. It really does. I know this team is itching to get Tom Brady into their Bucs Ring of Honor, and they had to wait until New England did that and gave him the statue this season before they could really do that. I understand. But the next Buccaneer in the Bucs Ring of Honor has to be Hardy Nickerson. The longer he waits, frankly, the more embarrassing it gets. It's time for the team to right the wrong and get Nickerson where he rightfully belongs, in the Bucs Ring of Honor. Folks, we're honored to have you become one of our subscribers over at Pewter Report TV, our YouTube channel. It's where you'll find my Pewter Pulse videos, my Bucs Brightside videos, the Pewter Report podcast, the Pewter pregame show, Pewter Game Day, Matt Matera's Pewter Picks and Props, Adam Slavan's Top 10 Takeaways. We got it all at Pewter Report TV. Check out our video content on the Buccaneers there. Hit subscribe. Also, notifications. I'll let you know when we go live with the podcast or when I come out with a new video for you to watch. Make sure you follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram at Pewter Report. And visit pewterreport.com for all of the game recaps and analysis, the breaking news, the injury reports, the transactions, everything you want to know to become the most informed Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan around. And I'll be back soon with a new Pewter Pulse.